Yeah, Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Listen, in case you've been hiding under a rock, your boy is now on Newsbreak. I'm going to put the link to my Newsbreak. You know what I'm saying? Listen, make sure you tap in with the Newsbreak, man. Newsbreak is just fire, man. Newsbreak is giving content creators, the opportunity to be searched just in their region. So if you want to know something on sports and you in Philadelphia, to pull up everything about Philadelphia, including your boy Lil Brunson, man. So shout out to y'all, man, for tapping in with the Newsbreak. Make sure you subscribe. Just for fun, man. Just go over there and subscribe, follow, all of that good stuff. Yo, man, it's getting wild. It's like the Wild Wild West out here, man. I'm not gonna lie, you can't sugarcoat it. It's day by day, every day, it's a new ranking and a new list that comes out that just disrespects the Philadelphia Eagles. You know what I mean? I feel like now, let's call a spade a spade. It's blatant hate. It's blatant hate, and it don't make no sense, man. I mean, what is the media gaining? What is the media gaining out of telling the rest of the world that we are just that bad this year? What are they gaining out of it? You know what I mean? I think the easy answer for something like this is just the overwhelming hate that a lot of the big name media platforms got for Jalen Hurts and what they think he's going to be able to do. Of course, you got guys like Chris Sims, who just came out with a video, something. He was on some broadcast basically saying that, that Jalen Hurts is not, and I repeat, Jalen Hurts is just not a top 40 quarterback.
Christ. Just go scatter to west, right, tight, F left. Yeah. 372 Y sticks east by.
Here we go. Scattered. Say it again.
When Chris Sims can't even remember a play when he was playing in the National Football League. I just don't understand. I don't understand what's the real angle at this point. It's getting real crazy to me. It's not making a lot of sense, but day by day, they never cease to amaze us, Eagles Nation, and coming out with a new list that just blatantly disrespects the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's talk about right now what ESPN has going on. ESPN ranked all 32 teams. Excuse me if I keep looking this way. I'm looking at the article right now. ESPN ranked all 32 NFL teams. And of course, it was not a lot of respect being thrown on the Philadelphia Eagles name. And they had the Philadelphia Eagles, wait for it, 29th out of 32 teams. That means only 3 teams were worse than us. You know what I'm saying? They're saying the biggest strength over the past 3 seasons is Philadelphia's defense trails only the Steelers in team pressure rate. I said that we were a top pressure team. I was just saying that the other week. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they said that that's one of our biggest strengths. Oh, despite ranking just 29th in blitz rate, I also said that as well. Almost the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that would be one of our biggest strengths, which is why I think we got the best defensive line in the division. You know what I'm saying? They say our defensive line is fully capable of generating pressure on its own without the blitz. Javon Hargrave, but then they go around and say our biggest weakness is that the Eagles rank 3rd in pressure rate as a defense. That's tough, which is why, it's kind of confusing because we still was up there in sacks. I think we led the league in sacks. 21st in yards. See, the problem was that we were 21st in average yards allowed per pass play, meaning that teams were able to air us out. If the pressure don't get there, you got a big play because the secondary stinks. That makes sense. But that doesn't talk about the whole entire roster, though. You're only talking about one side of the ball. So how do you got us as only the Jets, the Lions, and the Texans having a worse roster than the Philadelphia Eagles? The Texans had a better roster than us last year. But if you lose Deshaun Watson, of course the roster quality goes down tremendously. But how is it only the Jets, the Lions, and the Texans have a worse roster? So the Jaguars got a better roster than the Philadelphia Eagles? I think not. It's a lot of teams who are at the bottom of their respective divisions who don't have a better roster than the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't think Detroit got a better roster than the Philadelphia. Well, Detroit is one of the guys under us. You know what I'm saying? Is San Fran roster better than the Eagles roster? Is it really? I mean, they got a star tight end, but think about a lot of these teams that they're saying, okay, let's just break it down like this. We're talking about rosters. Let's talk about this. Fletcher Cox, a Super Bowl champion. All-Pro 3 times first team, All-Pro 3 times second team. 6 Pro Bowls. So just Fletcher Cox alone, a Super Bowl champion, 6 All-Pros, and 6 Pro Bowls. You know what I mean? Six. Come on. Lane Johnson, 3 times Pro Bowl and 1 first team AP. Okay. Super Bowl champion. Kelsey, Super Bowl champion, 3 times AP, Pro Bowl 4 times. Brooks, Super Bowl champion, 3 times Pro Bowl. Brandon Graham, Super Bowl champion, a Pro Bowler, and a second-team AP. Darius Slay, AP, 3 times Pro Bowler, interception leader in 2017. Miles Sanders, a Pro Bowl. Who else am I missing that got some awards and some accolades that we could talk about? Because I'm pretty sure I'm missing. Let's think about the guy we just got from the Redskins. He's on the roster now. He counts. You know what I'm saying? He leads an entire franchise in sacks. He leads an entire franchise in tackles for a loss. But when I read you this, think about the next teams that might be above us on this list. I don't have the entire list right here. I just got the Philadelphia Eagles on who they got behind us. But there's not a lot of teams with this slew of experience. This all counts to having a good roster. So I just think that list is bogus. I think that list is bogus. Do the Jaguars got this? They got us under the Jaguars. Do the Jaguars got players with this type of awards and this type of pristine under their name? I doubt it. I doubt it. Do Washington got this? Now, I'll agree Washington's roster is better. So I guess in that case, it just don't work. Washington, they just got a good roster. You know, but that's not the worst of some of the rankings that have been coming out as of lately. So Maurice Jones-Drew, who I always thought was, you know, semi a stand-up guy when it came to his rankings. To be fair, the running back rankings for all 32 teams done by Maurice Jones-Drew probably is one of the toughest jobs that you're going to have to do this season because it's just some stout running backs in the NFL right now. It's a lot. Almost every star running back is capable of being a star and probably should be a star in today's NFL. That just is what it is. But let's talk about this list right now. Number 1, Derrick Henry. Number 2, Christian McCaffrey. Number 3, Alvin Kamara. Number 4, Dalvin Cook. Number 5, Nick Chubb. Number 6, Ezekiel Elliott. Number 7, Saquon Barkley. Number 8, Aaron Jones. Number 9, Joe Mixon. Got to stop you there. Got to stop you there. And I'm going to stop you every time I think that a guy who is above Miles Sanders right now shouldn't be above Miles Sanders. Got to stop you there. I would take Miles Sanders over Joe Mixon almost any day of the week. For Joe Mixon to be top 10, forget about it. Number 10, Josh Jacobs. Number 11, Jonathan Taylor. I like Jonathan Taylor. He busted on the scene last year. Had a real good season. Right now, you know, 1,100 yards speak for itself. 11 rushing touchdowns. So, yeah, he's worthy of being right there. Number 12, J.K. Dobbs. I got to stop you right there. Got to stop you right there. J.K. Dobbs is not better than Miles Sanders. I don't care what nobody say. It just ain't working out for me. First of all, 800 rushing yards and only 18 receptions. Come on, cut it out. He's not even a dual enough threat to be even compared. David Montgomery. I like David Montgomery. I'll give him the slight edge over Miles. Cam Akers, cut it out at 14. At 14, cut it out. Cut it out. Austin Eckler got some real good potential. He got some real good potential. He's a true dual threat, but he was splitting carries for a lot of the season last year. But I don't know about that. Najee Harris at 16 just blows my mind. Najee Harris at 16 just blows my mind. For them to say Najee Harris already, without even having a snap in the NFL, is ranked number 16 at running back. In an offense that like to throw the ball at that. We all saw the pictures of his work ethic and how he how he get his abs to glisten after a workout, but that's working out. We ain't seen him on the field yet. Disrespect, don't agree with it at all, especially over some Miles Sanders. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, no, I don't think Clyde Edwards-Helaire is over Miles Sanders either. James Robinson, I like James Robinson. James Robinson is another one that came on the scene strong. Be used a true dual threat, especially down there in Jacksonville. You know, after taking over, you know, I'm going to give that a tie right there. Chris Carson, I'll give Chris Carson a nod over Miles, even though he didn't have the best year, but they got him at 19. Antonio Gibson, forget about it. Forget about it. Antonio Gibson ain't no scrub, though, but no, not better than Miles Sanders. Leonard Fournette, I'll give Leonard Fournette, I'll give him the nod because I saw him as a workhorse and I saw him as a guy that could play a role. He just won a bowl. DeAndre Swift, forget about it. I don't care what nobody say. Forget about it. Don't ever mention it again. No. Mike Davis. I like Mike Davis, man. Mike Davis saved a lot of fantasy football leagues, man. But forget about it. Melvin Gordon. I think Melvin Gordon still got the slight edge over Miles Sanders at 24 at that. Raheem Mostert, San Francisco at 25. 521 rushing yards last year. Forget about it. He's not better than Miles Sanders. Play their games. He's not. Chase Edmonds, forget about it. Forget about it. Even though Chase Edmonds played 16 games, 97 attempts, 448 yards, 402. Forget about it, man. And then you got Miles Sanders at 27. Miles Sanders at 27 played 12 games, 164 attempts, 864 rushing yards, 5 yards per carry, 6 touchdowns, 28 receptions. Come on, we know what Miles Sanders does. We know what Miles Sanders does. Now, the numbers won't blow you away, but that's due in large part to Doug Peterson. Due in large part to Doug Peterson not wanting to lean on Miles Sanders to take the pressure off of Carson Wentz. Had Doug Peterson gave Miles Sanders 25 carries a game, Carson Wentz would still be a Philadelphia Eagle. But Doug Peterson looked at a struggling Carson Wentz and decided to, hey, we still going to keep throwing the ball, which makes no sense at all. You know what I'm saying? And I agree that everybody that Miles Sanders is over on this list, he's better than. I agree. So I'm not even going to go down and go beneath Miles Sanders. But I think it's blasphemy to have a guy that was third in yards per carry, and now the next season you're saying that he is, 27th ranked running back. He was third in yards per carry. Third in yards per carry. You would think he would have over 1,400 rushing yards, but they didn't use them in that manner. They had a weapon and they didn't use the weapon. It's not Miles Sanders' fault. It's not Miles Sanders' fault at all. So all of these other guys you got ranked over Miles Sanders, it's probably only about a strong 10 that should be ranked over him for real. Come on. You got Mike Davis. Mike Davis, 3.9 yards per carry. Look at these yards per carries out here. Look at these guys. Leonard Fournette, 3.8 yards per carry. Look at the guys that we're saying that are better than Miles Sanders. Look at them. I mean, once you get to a certain point, everybody got a pretty... Najee Harris don't even have stats. Don't even have stats. I mean, I'm confused as to what we think is just that. I'm confused. J.K. Dobbins had a really impressive yards per carry. I'm not gonna lie, 6 yards per carry. That's almost unheard of. Minimum attempts. Josh Jacobs, 3.9 yards per carry. Straight north-south guy though. I ain't mad at that. Joe Mixon, 3.6 yards per carry, and we got him ranked as number 9. Cut it out. Cut it out, man. I'm not trying. Come on. Oh well, Saquon was hurt. I ain't gonna even read that. Come on, man. Zeke, another one, 4.0 yards per carry, but I will say Zeke is better. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. We're not going to let these dudes throw us in the trick bag, man. We know what's really going on, man. We know what's really going on out here. But let me know what y'all think in the comments, man.